All right. Well, welcome everybody to a new sci-fi space-based game. We're on a roll right now. It's Endless Sky, one of the best open-sourced games I've ever seen developed. It's an amazing gem. I really highly recommend. So let's just get straight into it. I've just started a new game, so we can just muck around in the early game. This thing is stock full. Let me enter ship. This place is stock full of secrets, alright? It's like an insane amount of secrets, actually. Let me just land. It has secrets, storylines, missions, obviously, a really well detailed ship building mechanic. Here we are, my first ship, a shuttle transport. We're currently $500,000 in debt because I bought this ship. I just did the tutorial mission, so we have a bit of money in the bank. So as you can see, the customization system of the game, you have a number of tonnage, you have outfit space, weapons capacity, engine capacity, gun ports. You can fill these gun ports with different types of guns, which do different types of effects. Bigger shields, smaller shields, more hull, cargo scanners, more cargo, more bunk room, luxury accommodations. This is just base game stuff. As the game advances, more stuff is going to get developed. As you do storylines too, more stuff is going to get developed. And if you find more secrets, you'll unlock more stuff. Lots of stuff all over the place. Let me just show off the early game loop. We're basically trying to get out of debt and start to make a big old fleet to make more and more money exponentially. Until trouble starts, and then you have to switch around your ship configuration. Let me just pick up a job. We want to go somewhere relatively far. How about Earth? Sol. Another couple wants to go there. We have a time limit. This doesn't pay all that much. $6,000. Every time we jump a sector, 1 day passes. We pay about $2,000 per day on our debt, so it's not really worth it. How about we deliver a theater troupe 14 tons of equipments for 4 days from now? So this is a really tight deadline. Let's go. So the game plays from the top-down view, a classic. This is inspired by other classic games, whose names I've forgotten. I think Escape Velocity was the name of the original inspiration for this game. Let me just go and set down here. Whole bunch of ships, some money, so we're not actively dying. As you can see, I haven't discovered the entire map just yet. We just started. The map is gigantic. It's absolutely, not only is it big, just human space, but it's absolutely, like, amazingly big. And full of secrets again. Let's see, deliver some stuff for some monies, more stuff for more monies. Have a passenger over there. A family of three for $40,000. That's much more worthwhile. Let's have a family of three go here. We can also get a passenger down there. Probably not. We have a time limit for this, don't we? No, we don't. Okay. We need to refuel every now and then, so we can't go all the way down there. As you can see, we only have 4 jumps worth of fuel in our ship, which isn't much, really. Every planet has an awesome description, full of lore. I like this game a lot. Obviously, I won't be able to show off too much because I'm trying to avoid spoilers. But, for example, a new thing I just discovered, which I had never saw before. I landed on the planet, went to the spaceport, and over there I got to participate in a poll to name a new ship, which I'd never seen before. Oh, look at that. As you walk through the spaceport, you hear a voice behind you. "Excuse me, Captain." You turn around and see a woman trying to flag you down. Her hairdo is tall and somewhat confusing. Her high heels are also tall and are giving her considerable trouble as she walks towards you. "You look like a sort of captain I can trust," she says. "My darling Pookie has been visiting her aunt on Shroud, and it's time for her to come home. But she's not used to space travel. It scares her. It'll feel much better for me if you could go and pick her up and bring her back here. Can you do that for me? You can't help noticing that the jewelry she's wearing probably costs as much as a small fighter craft. This job sounds easy and has the potential to be quite lucrative." Well, alright. I'll just do that. Where is she? All the way over there. Okay, let me just go and get the family of 4 down to Earth. I can't really pick up anything else because we're kind of full. Let me just go to Earth, deposit the family, and go for the Pollux? No, that's the name of a planet. I forgot the name of the whatever we're supposed to pick up. A niece? A human being? We'll see once we get there. Almost. Yeah, so there's all sorts of activities. Because right now I have a passenger shuttle, and a small cargo hold. I'm doing mainly trading and cargo missions. Obviously, you can have fighter crafts, fight bandits. You can mine. I've never mined actually in this game, but you can mine if you want to. All the way to Canopus. That pays quite well. I just don't know the way there. Let's go here because we know that there's a way that is going to get us to that. It's going to get us to this planet. And from there we see what are our chances of going to Aleka. Another way we can stop by Capella. Maybe we can like pick up some cargo to sell. Here we have the trading data from the last time we visited. This gives you the amount of profit you'll make by just selling the items right there. So now we know we want to pick up plastics. We don't have much, but that's better than nothing. So the more amazing things you can do in this game is, for example, right now, as you can see, because my craft has to be immobile to jump, it has to turn around and do a deceleration burn. However, I could customize this to have front-facing thrusters, so we don't have to turn around every single time we want to jump, making our jump speed. Oh, I can't land here? I kind of need the fuel, guys. I need to bribe them to land? No, thank you. That'll just cost us all of our money. Well, there goes our money for our plastics. And I guess we'll just have to sell for a loss. I didn't realize this was a restricted access planet. Oop. Well, I would still make a profit, just less than we would have made otherwise. Nothing special to Spaceport. Here's the shipyard. You can see there's a ton of ships, and that's just a small selection of one faction. Hey, there's some drones, some fighters, warships, medium warships, freighters, space liners, transport. That's not that many ships, really. This seems to be a shady shipyard. Let me go and buy a map. There we go. It shows you all the, I think 2 or 3 jumps away from where your current position, where you can go to. I can pick up some electronics to sell over there. We're not making that much money, but it's going to pay for our, our mortgage fees for our ship. How much money do I have? We're halfway to paying our loan. It's pretty fast, you're going to see. And once we have our loan paid, we can, you know, pay our loan in full, or I can buy a new ship and make even more money. Okay. Any jobs? I could go to Canopus if I knew the way there. Spaceport. Oh! As you walk through the spaceport, you see someone ahead making very obvious disruptions in the flow of the crowd. They're going up to various people and talking to them, usually very briefly, before moving on to someone else. Before you know it, someone else is you. You're a captain. Will you give me a ride? I need to travel to Dagon Station in the Formahall system. Pack up my things and travel to Lycan in the Atria system. Their hair is slicked back to match their sharp suit. Can you pay me? They stop in a surprise, then nod briefly. I'll be at your ship within an hour. An hour later, they see them approach the Pride Banner, that's my ship, carrying a small suitcase. They've exchanged their formal appearance for a button-down shirt and skirt with their hair loose, hanging down from the shoulder. They walk right up to you and stick out their hand. Chris Brecht. Okay, hi. You shake their hand. Mott Echo, that's all you got for you? Chris nods. All the rest of my stuff is on Dagon Station. I was just there for a meeting with others who feels like I do about the establishment. What? Chris nods again. Yeah, you know, the man. I don't support government or any of its tools, and I've heard that the South is more open to this kind of philosophy and lifestyle. Before I can say more, they walk past you onto the Pride Banner. Which did you say was my birth again? Meh, as long as they have money to pay me, I don't really care. Did I have a mission here? I guess I must have completed it. There's nothing for me to trade. Let's try and go to Canopus. Where was my mission? The one I just picked up? It's all the way down here. For the Anarchist Chris. We'll get paid 41,000 buckaroos. And 5 tons. Okay, that's a pretty... Earth. People want to go to Earth. Lots of tourists want to go there. Around April, there's a special festival that takes place on Earth, which means a lot of people want to go there and pay extra monies. Let's keep trying to go to our... whatever we've been hired to do. On that one planet up north. The lady with this expensive jewelry. You know, expensive jewelry being worth a fighter craft either means that fighter crafts are really cheap or jewelry is really expensive. Either or, really. Hey, here's Canopus. And here's Aleka. Excuse me for a bit. Let's go. Please land. Easy missions for now. Things get much more complicated later on. You called ahead while your ship was landing and agreed to meet Pookie's aunt at the spaceport. She told you, meet me outside the shop with the ridiculous sheepskin coats. The shop is not hard to find. The mannequins in the window look like feral sheep with overgrown wool in bad need of grooming. The only person standing outside the shop is a tall woman in a suit who is busy making furious marks on some sort of document with a red pen. She has a small poodle on a leash. It's busy nipping the heels of everyone who walks by. Let's see if anybody else shows up. Eventually, she looks up from the paper and sees you standing. Ah, Captain Echo? Thanks heavens, she says. She's all yours. She hands you the leash and a large bag that appears to be full of chew toys. You are her toys, her food, and her outfits, which she hates. Feed her twice a day or she will go berserk. Do not feed her more than twice a day or she will throw up. As she continues rattling off instructions, you ask, wait, Pookie's a dog? Show her Pocahontas, she explains. Good luck and I hope my sister pays you well. She walks away. There's nothing else left you can do but bring Pookie back to your ship, where she immediately lifts her leg against the landing strut. Dang. That sucks. Let's see. We can stop by for this 18,000 monies. 14,000 monies. I'll take this one. There's more monies. Oops. I pressed escape one too many times. Simple gameplay loop for now. Do I have a gun on this ship? No, I don't. If I had a gun, I would have just shot it. I'd probably kill somebody innocent, but, you know, it happens. We're kind of treading water right now. We're not making enough money to accumulate much. But we're not losing either. Let's see, is January? People want to go to Earth? Not really, not yet. Not in any large quantities. Let me just go and deliver Pookie. Excuse me. I'm trying to get my cough under control. But it doesn't seem to be working right now. As I've said, this game is open source. So, you know, any resources moved towards it would be appreciated. Especially if it's just, you know... Oh my god, 80,000 credits! The past few days, Pookie has barked incessantly and thrown up several times despite being fed perfectly on schedule. And the room you've been keeping her in will likely smell like dog urine for months. You're all too happy to return her to her owner, who pays you a lot of money. Spaceport, somebody wants me to deliver stainless steel to Moonshake in 20 days. That means it's pretty much far away, right? Nobody wants to go to Earth. We don't have any jobs. Any good trading opportunities, maybe? We can trade okay on metal. Boop. Let me just go there. Oh, it's already marked. Nice. We almost have enough to pay back our loan. Actually, I'm gonna have to check how much we have left. Excuse me, to pay. I'm not sure if it's more profitable to do mining. I know if you can get ships, if you can board ships while you fight them, that would be quite profitable, but it is a hard task. And you need to win the boarding action if you want to capture the ship. So it's not exactly an easy money type of situation. Okay, let's just jump over there. I can't really do anything else really right now, so I might as well. It says we have mission cargo. Do I have a mission I forgot to turn in? What's my button to check my quests? I do not know. Here you can see all your stats. I can communicate with planets. Hey, there's a new faction, the Syndicate. If you want, you can take over the universe by demanding tribute and beating up fleets, conquering the galaxy. That is a possibility, though I've never really done it myself. Excuse me. Is this not the location I was supposed to go at? I thought I was supposed to go here and pick up something. Hey, doggo. He's here now. And he's gone. Maybe I did things in the wrong order. We do have to go all the way south, which is quite far away. Maybe I just don't have the cargo hold for this. Let's see. You've not mapped it out. You haven't mapped a route to the system. From Dagon Station. Oh, I'm not on the wrong. I'm on the wrong planet, right? Dagon Station is over that way. Dang it, doggo. He's doing his thing. Okay. Excuse me a moment, I'll just cut out until the dog stops barking. Actually, no, I won't. He stopped barking already. As you travel to the Dagon station, you found yourself frequently listening to Chris's opinions on the subject of governments. While they had some very good points, other times they would spend hours ranting about things that seemed completely impractical and without a solid foundation. If it weren't for the fact that they were unfittingly polite otherwise and eager to help do chores around the ship, you would have declared the cockpit off limits. Still, you are somewhat relieved that when you arrive, both of you are too out of breath from moving furniture to talk more. You soon have it all loaded up and start a trip down south to Licken. It's a long trip too. I don't know the way down there either. Let's pick up some missions so we make some money on the way. This is long travel. Well, also, let me go and check on the bank. How much do we still have to pay back? I took out a 400,000 loan. We still have to pay back 400,000. 0.4% interest seems pretty generous. Though if it was any more, we would be treading water or actively losing money. Any jobs? Oh, there's one. 2 passengers for some money. I'll take it. We'll pay for our loan payments. Thankfully, I think fuel is free. You do have to refuel, but you don't have to pay for it, I think. Don't quote me on that. People asking to enlist in the Navy. Okay, here we are. Let's land. Boop. Easy landing. Any special missions in the spaceport? Yes. A group of 4 scientists approaches you and asks if you're willing to take them and 4 tons of scientific equipment to the abandoned planet of Hope, and then back home from there. The transport we've arranged for bailed us out on us at the last moment, says the leader, a middle-aged man wearing thick-rimmed glasses. We have 80,000 credits allocated for payment. What research? You probably know about the supervolcano that forced the evacuation of Hope some decades ago. My family lived back on Hope back then. We want to measure how much ash is still in the air, to see how long it will take before the glaciers recede and the planet is inhabitable again. Alright. I mean, the cause is worthy, but I prefer the money. Hope is over there. Let's go. Jump. It'll just be a short trip, I believe. Boop. Not the most action-packed of gameplays, but you get the gist of the early game at the very least. This is all set up, by the way. All these things we're doing right now, they're going to be set up for later arcs. So the Anarchist going to the south, the supervolcano on Hope, the... excuse me. Well, you fly around the planet for several different sites that the scientists have identified as good places for the equipment. They also make some deep radar scans of the glaciers. That's my old house down there, she says, one of the scientists, pointing to the radar picture of one of the buried villages, under 30 meters of ice now. The lead scientist hands you 40,000 credits and says, here's the first part of your payment. Now we need to get home to New India. I'll pay you the rest once we get there. How far away is New India? Also, we didn't refuel. I need somebody to refuel me. You. Help me. Help. No. Ah. Somebody help. We can get small amounts of fuel by hanging around the star, but it's not really going to be worth it. Hey, help. If we give you fuel, we won't have enough to make it. Okay, well, thanks, guys. Appreciated. The Kipper is a good upgrade to our current ship. Help. There's a pirate somewhere. Okay, they give me fuel. Nice. I'm hoping the next jump is gonna have a system. Oh, okay, yeah, it does. Quickly land and go back out. Boop. Spaceport, nobody has any more missions to give us. Good. Can I buy a map? No, I can't. We're kind of really moving blindly right now, which is not the best of ideas. As you saw, if we go to an unpopulated system, and it doesn't have much traffic, we're gonna be pretty much stranded out there. Okay, here's New India. No, that's where the Anarchists wanted to go, I think. Yeah, as you can see, we're starting to encounter pirates. Landing on Lycan. Boop. At last you reach Lycan, and Chris enthusiastically unloads their position into a waiting transport van. Before they disappear, they press a chip of 41,000 credits into your hand, and assure you that you are a valuable ally to the anti-statist movement. Alright. This one doesn't come back to bite us in the butt. Let me just buy a map. Okay, thanks, guys. Nobody at the spaceport has anything special to say to me. We have a mission to go over there to New India too. Do you have any information on New India? What kind of transports would be nice for it? No? Meh. Oh well. As we explore the world, we'll get more and more info, so we can make, if you want to be a trader, you can make specific trading routes. Apparently, in the tutorial, they said to me that food on Earth is always expensive. So if you can find good and nearby food-producing sources, food-producing places, you can just buy and trade food and industrial goods from Earth to the agricultural worlds, and back and forth for good monies. We're about to have enough money to buy a new ship, I think. Okay. Ah. Oh, you are walking near the spaceport and suddenly a computer terminal starts blinking and beeping as when you pass it. When you approach, you are greeted by a voice from the terminal. Dear sir or madam, please respond. Yes? My name is Mr. Smith, and I'm contacting you with a highly confidential and urgent proposal. I am, or more accurately, was, the financial manager of the recently deceased warlord Limping Papa. I'm looking for a high trustworthy individual who can help me relocate Mr. Papa's fortune of 300 million credits. Uh-huh. I obviously cannot make myself an heir to Mr. Papa, so what I propose is to present you as an heir and have the inheritance transferred to you. When you receive the inheritance on Dune in the Zeta sensory system, then you send half of it back to me. Deal. Mr. Smith responds, there's one small problem with the inheritance tax. It needs to be paid up front. Can you pay 200,000 credits so I can get the process going? Is this a trick? Of course I'm not trying to trick you. Mr. Papa's victims were all persons that had more credits than common sense, but you look a lot smarter than any of Mr. Papa's victims. Think of the huge amounts of credits you'll receive just for acting as an heir. Can I count on you to pay the tax and make both of us very wealthy? Nah. Let's not get scammed. Alright. Let's do one last mission for today. You guys get the gist of the things. Excuse me. I would like to finish this off by buying a new ship. We have enough money now. And I don't mind not paying back my... Oh, what was that? One of the ships just had a strange jump. And this guy's killing people or something. Oh, pirates. I need to find a shipyard. Let me see. Shipyards? Nearby. I think Shaola has a shipyard. Yep. And Aldibane has a shipyard. Let's go to Aldibane. It probably has more stuff than Shaola, since it's on the edge, so probably not the best of situations to be in. Any trading opportunities? Metal. Let's get some metal. Oop. Wipe. I pressed escape one too many times. Oh, I got shot a bit. Thankfully we have a shield, so we're not, we don't have any permanent damage. Good. As you can see over there, we have some resources, our fuel, electricity. Right now, our current systems are electricity neutral. We don't drain the electricity, but you can have, you can design your ship so that you have like a battery and highly energy intensive systems, like a really big thruster or a really big gun that you can turn on and off again, and some heat. Trading. No, we don't need to trade yet. Just to get some passengers. Okay, let's go. Lots of pirates down here. The near Earth places are not... They're more patrolled, it seems, so they have less pirates. But so far, they haven't been that dangerous to us. Because I think we're a small target. Okay. Let's run away, quickly. We have to land here for our mission. Okay, now we have to go to the planet for the shipyard. And also trade the metals and stuff. And this place has some defense. Wait, no, I jumped. I didn't mean to jump. My bad. Go back. Excuse me. We could try and wait around for one of these ships to be damaged but not destroyed. Just dead, floating in the air, and try to board it to capture it. But we don't have any crew. I could hire a crew and buy some guns and try to take over a ship, but that's gonna be hard to do. Now, can I buy another shuttle? 338. We do have enough money for the shuttle. What about a freighter? 1.2 million. Okay, we can't really afford a freighter. 395. We could have another barge for more cargo. 50 tons of cargo space versus our shuttle's 20 tons. I'll get another shuttle. Random name. Ways and Wheels. Amazing ship name. And now we can have bigger jobs, which means more money, which means more money, which means more ships, which means eventually, you know, we're going to build a fleet. It is February. People want to go to Seoul. 61 tons of cattle to Earth for the celebration. 7 passenger for 100,000 credits. And some whiskey. Yeah, so as you can see, the more we expand, the more money we're going to make. The more money we're going to make, the more we can do stuff. So that was the bit of the early game. It doesn't take long to take out, you know, to do stuff. Anything at the spaceport? Nope. Anyway, amazing game, open source. I love it. I'll have the link to the game in the description if you guys want to check it out. I highly recommend it. But that'll be that for today. Anyway, bye-bye.